What's up, you guys? As some of you might remember, in February I had a booth set up for the Balloons and Tunes Festival here in Kanab, and as we were getting ready to end that event, there was this big snowstorm and some wind and stuff, and I actually knocked over this guy and broke him. Some of you guys have seen that. That's one of my display bone tats signature pieces that I keep so that I can kind of show people what a bone tats project looks like. And this is actually a shed buck skull that my brother found in southern Utah a few years ago. That we actually had these sheds that I found attached to that skull. Had a friend up in northern Utah that did that for me, but he was a little inexperienced in putting sheds on a deer skull. So this one actually fell off first, and I actually repaired that one with Bondo and some pins, and it looks like he drilled these as if he was going to put pins in there. See those 3 holes? But he never actually inserted the metal pins, and I think that is part of the problem. The other problem is it looks like it was just super glue that they used. So I'm actually gonna fix this today and have you guys follow along. 3 holes out deeper, and I'm gonna Bondo some pins in there, some metal pins. Whether you use nails or screws or any of that kind of thing, it doesn't matter, just as long as it's metal, so that it gives it a nice solid internal strength. So that's what we're gonna do first, so let's go do this. All right, I couldn't find any screws, so I had to run to the local hardware store. So I grabbed 4. I'm only gonna need 3, but I grabbed 1 just in case I break one. All right, as you guys can see here, I've put these in, screwed them in, they're tight as can be. So now I'm just gonna take some bolt cutters like that and snip off the ends to the length that I want. So we'll move on to that next step. All right, so the next thing that I am going to do is I'm gonna use that drill bit right there, and we're gonna go in and we're just gonna hollow out this whole area right in here. It doesn't have to be fitted perfectly to the angle of this one, because we're gonna fill in that void with Bondo, and that's what's gonna hold that thing in there super tight. Okay, so let me just show you what I got out here done really quick. As you guys know, I've got the 3 screws placed permanently into the base of the antler, and they're going to drop down into this hole that I've bored into the antler base of the skull itself. So let me show you that. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've just taken drill bits and just kind of bored all the bone out from in there, kind of going in at the angle that I've made my screws, my 3 screws. So as you guys will see, they just drop right in there like that. And obviously it's not a perfect seam right now, so I'm gonna go through once this is set up, and I've got it Bondoed on there, and it's just rock hard solid. And I'll take some antler repair putty and fix at the base there where it broke off. So it's gonna work out great. Okay, there's my Bondo. There's Bondo inside the void. So now I'm just gonna carefully stick that in there and hold it tight for about 3 to 4 minutes, and that should do the trick. I'm not gonna worry about filming that because I need to focus on making sure I get this positioned perfectly. Alrighty, he's solid, and it's only been maybe 5 minutes or so since I stuck that stuff in there, but that's pretty hard. Of course, it's 107 degrees outside, so maybe that helped set it up a little quicker. But now the thing will just be to go in and repair up and around the base right there, and it'll look as good as new. So I'll show you guys that in just a few minutes. This is the Magic Sculpt. This is the stuff that I used to do the repair work. So as you guys can see, just kind of patched around there. So now I just have to let that harden. And once it's hardened, then I can stain it and color it to match the rest, and then we'll be all done. Well, you guys, got it all put back together, as you guys can see right here, and it looks amazing, good as new. In fact, I even feel better about it because now I know that it's reinforced by metal pins on both sides, and that makes a big difference as far as peace of mind for me goes. Anyways, it looks great. Let's take a look. Can't even tell that thing was ever busted off, nor can you really tell that those are sheds mounted to a real buck skull. So, heaven forbid you guys have one fall off the wall or fall off of a desk mount or whatever, and an antler pops off, breaks off. Now you know how to put it back together again and do it right. So, appreciate you guys watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, you guys.